Okay, let's try this again. It knocked me off, so I don't know what's going on, but that's okay. It's Monday, and we will deal with it, right? Okay, so what I was saying is, good Monday morning, everybody. I've got my nice big cup of coffee here, and it's awesome. We are going to do makeup with just using these 4 brushes today, because even though I love using a whole bunch, and this is going to be really hard for me, I just feel like that if you were to have 4 brushes only, then, or if you were only able to buy just 4 brushes right now, what would they be? And so that's what I wanted you guys to see, was these 4 brushes. These are my 4 favorite. And typically I will probably use like maybe 10, maybe 12 brushes in a day. So I just wanted y'all to be aware that you don't have to have them all, okay, to look good. So we're going to use these 4. So we're going to use our powder concealer brush, which has both ends. I've got to have my concealer brush, right? This is the one for my liquid concealer. This is for my powder concealer. And then I've got to have my brow artist brush. And then this is going to be my eyeshadow brush today. So it's got the sponge tip on one end and the angled on the other. So that's what we're going to do today. First of all, I am going to prime. And I'm also going to announce who won the prize from last week. All right, so not to prime is a crime. So it's a crime not to prime. So you want to prime. This is my primer. It's just a face primer, right? So you just want to put that everywhere. You wouldn't paint a wall without primer, because then your paint won't look as good, right? So you definitely want to prime your face, which just gives you a good foundation to put on your makeup. It keeps the makeup from going into your pores. Hey Gina, thanks for watching. So it keeps the makeup from going into your pores, and it keeps your fine lines and wrinkles nice and filled in, and all that good stuff. So if you're just hopping on, say hi, hello, let me know you're here. What we're doing today is Monday morning makeup with just 4 brushes, okay? So if you can't afford to buy all of our wonderful brushes, then I'm going to show you the 4 that I would recommend you having, and how you can do a whole face of makeup with just those 4. Hey Chris. Okay, so we just primed our face. We're going to use our eyeshadow primer along with our face primer to do on our eyes and fill in our cracks. So I have found that this little technique is like awesome, because it does fill in those little fine lines and wrinkles and cracks and all that good stuff right there in your eyes, and makes that just a really nice smooth place to put your makeup on with. So what we're doing today is Monday morning makeup, and thank you ladies for watching. We're going to use just these 4 brushes today. So I'm going to use my powder concealer brush, my liquid concealer brush, the sponge eyeshadow angled brush. Oh, you did eyebrows? How did it turn out? And then I'm going to do my brow artist brush. Are the only 4 I'm going to use. Did they turn out well? Did they? To me, your eyebrows are like a frame for your eyes. So if you have a pretty picture, because your eyes are like a pretty painting, then you need to frame them, right? Okay, so usually I let my primer dry a little bit more than that, but today I'm going to go ahead and get it done. I'm going to take, like I said, we're just going to use these 4 brushes today, so that you understand you don't have to have all of our brushes, right? So I'm going to just use these 4. It's going to be really hard for me, because I usually use like 12, but I want y'all to see that you don't have to have everything. Well, good, Chris. I'm glad you didn't do too bad. Hey, Beth, how are you? Thanks for watching. Okay, so I'm just putting a little bit of concealer on my hand. This is in the same color as my foundation, because I'm just going to cover up and put this concealer on in areas I need a little extra coverage. And this is one of my 4 brushes that I'm going to be using. So I'm just putting on that concealer under my eyes, right here where I have a little extra redness, and around my nose. And you want to bring this concealer down kind of in a V pattern. And the reason you want to do that is because if I was to just put it right here, it would actually highlight the fact that I have under eye circles and bags. So we're going to try to disguise that, and this V shape disguises that with your concealer. So how's everybody doing this Monday morning? Everybody else working too? It's a beautiful Monday, right? It rained a little bit early this morning, like, I don't know, 5 a.m. And yes, I have been up since then. But I'm hoping the rest of the rain stays away. Because we have a ball game today, of course. Don't we every day? So. Alright, so I'm just kind of patting that in. Just to make sure that everything is nice and even right there. Then we're going to go on and do the other side. And like I said, this concealer brush is like a game changer. Bye, Chris. Get to work. Go take care of your people. But yes, this concealer brush is a game changer for me. It just makes this concealer go on so smoothly. Which the concealer is great by itself. But then I got this concealer brush and realized, wow. I mean, this stuff I love. I mean, like, love it. So I don't know what it is about it, but I feel like this is one of your 4 needed brushes if you use concealer. If you don't use concealer, if you don't have the dark areas or the red areas like I do, then you don't need this brush. And you could get one of our other brushes. And I always just kind of do around my lips. I don't know. I just do. Because I feel it's kind of red around there. Alright. So that's all nice and on there. And then the next thing I'm going to do is my foundation. And again, we're just going to use one of our 4 brushes today. So this one is our powder concealer brush. So I'm actually going to use this end of it. And I've got powder on there, so I'm going to get that powder off. And you can do liquid on these brushes because our liquid actually dries to a powdery finish. So that's pretty awesome. Our liquid foundation is mineral based. Which, can you see that? Like there you go. See how it separates in there? Because it's mineral based, it separates like that. So you just want to make sure you shake it up. Take everything out of the dropper so that you can shake up what's in there too. Okay. So we're going to shake that up. And I use the color Velour for my main foundation. And then I add just a few drops of chiffon in it right now just to darken it up just a little bit because I've kind of been fake baking a lot. So I'm just going to drop that right on my brush. Okay. And I'm going to do a couple of drops of the chiffon. Okay. And then all you're going to do is dot that around your face because you have 2 different products on there. So you're going to make sure that you're getting those colors evenly dispersed. And then you just start kind of rubbing it in. And like I said, this is not usually the foundation brush that I use, but a lot of girls use it and they love it and it works. I mean, so why not, right? It does a good job. I do love my foundation brush though. I usually use our foundation brush, which is this one. It works great, but like I said, if you're looking just to get, you know, some of the brushes, but not, you can't get them all, because we do have brush sets, so you can get the whole set, you know, but if you can't do that, then these are the 4 that I would recommend. And this does a great job. Like, I like a little bit thicker consistency in my foundation, so this is a buildable foundation. I could go back over it and do it again, and it wouldn't be cakey or anything, but this gives me a good consistency, and I'm putting powder over it, so but this brush, putting the foundation on with this brush just gives you a little bit of a lighter coverage. And sometimes you want that, right? So maybe today, Monday, I'm going to go with a little lighter coverage. Okay. And look, I mean, we call our foundation Photoshop in a bottle. And y'all, it really is. Like, it covers up your red. It gives you a beautiful, like, flawless finish. I'm serious. I love this stuff. Okay. And I'm just kind of making sure everything's patted in. Make sure it all. Okay. And then all I have to do now is just kind of brush my brush off in this brush cleaner. And all this is just a tin with like a spongy thing in it. And because our foundation dries to a powdery finish, your brush is fine. Okay, so then I'm going to go back with my concealer brush and do a little bit of highlighting. So I like to do a little highlighting under my eyes. So I take our lightest concealer called Scarlet and mix it in with just a little bit of the velour, just to, because the Scarlet's a little too light. So I don't want it quite that light. So see, I can just go right in there with this concealer brush, which I love. And I'm just going to make that area nice and highlighted and smooth and beautiful. I'm just going to go a little bit up here. And what I'm going to use to set that with is our Behold setting powder. And I'm actually going to set that all over, set my whole face with this. And it's just, it comes like this. Which I almost spilled it out on you. And I'm going to go back to my powder concealer brush with this end to do under my eyes. And set that really nicely. So, we're just going to make sure that that is all even before we set it. And I just do one side at a time so that it doesn't crease before I get to the powder. So we're just going to set that real quick. I'm going to keep my eye closed. We're going to use that Behold setting powder and we're going to set that. Okay. And then we're going to go to the other side and do the same. So the real trick for me is going to be using my powder concealer brush to also contour. So that should be fun. But we can do it. Because like I said, you only need these 4 brushes and you can do a flawless, beautiful face. When you think that that is on there nice and smooth and crease free, then you take your powder concealer brush and that Behold setting powder and just set away. Right? Okay. Alright, so then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my brush again and I'm going to go into the setting powder and set the rest of my face. Now, if you like a dewier finish on your foundation, you absolutely do not have to use the setting powder to set your face. I like a more powdery finish. That's just my preference. But because our liquid foundation dries to that silky powdery finish, you do not have to do this step. But I like that powdery, kind of more matte finish. And then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take our pressed powder in Scarlet, which is our lightest color, and I'm going to highlight just a little bit more under my eyes. I don't know if y'all can see that. With this brush, so I'm just going to highlight in that same spot that I did, because I want it a little bit lighter than the rest of my skin, right? Under there. And this gives it a little bit more coverage. And then I'm just going to tap that in. Kind of blend it in. So it just gives a little bit of highlight right under there where I feel like I need a little extra. Okay, so then I go in with my pressed powder. Whew, my hair getting a little out of control. Just brush that back down. Then we go in with my pressed powder again. This one's in Suede, so I'm going to do my contouring, okay? And I'm going to do it with this brush, which is unusual for me, but so y'all can see how multifunctional this brush is. So we went from liquid foundation to the powder. Now we're going to do some contouring with it. And I just want you to see that you can use one brush for a whole bunch of different things. So because I'm going to contour, I'm just going to kind of lightly go on the side of this brush like that. And see? Just on the side of it. And that helps you contour. So if you can't afford the whole brush set, which, you know, I understand most people can't, then these are the 4 brushes that I'm using today that I would suggest you start with. So you can do contouring with, I mean, this brush, I'm telling y'all, if you don't get but just one brush, this is the brush to get. Because as you've seen, I've gone from my powder foundation, my liquid foundation, to my powder, to concealer, to now contouring. Okay. So right here, my eye rings are getting in the way. Get that double chin going. Right? Let's get that double chin. Let's get it going. Alright, so and then like right here, if I feel like my contour went too far, because I have a little bit of that powder still on this brush, you can clean that up right there. Okay? And I like a heavy contour. You don't have to contour as much as I do, obviously. It's just me. So you don't even have to contour if you don't really want to. It really helps though. It really helps slim the face. So, okay. And then one of our other 4 brushes that we're using today is this sponge tip angled brush, but I'm going to use it to contour my nose. So I'm going to take the angled end and again dip it in that powder and just contour the edge of my nose. So I like to go up to my eyebrow on both sides and leave just a nice thin line there down the middle. Okay, and then because I have a longer nose, I like to cut the tip off, right? So that makes it look shorter, right? How fun was that? Like, did you see my nose just get shorter? That was like my favorite part of contouring, because I've always had a long nose. So just cutting that tip off right there, just like, is the best thing ever. And then I'm going to go ahead and go in with my Beachfront bronzer. Sorry, I almost threw it at you. Catch. This is my Beachfront bronzer. I use the color Hermosa. It has 2 sides. It has this matte side and this mottled metallic side. So I'm going to use this same brush. We're going to wipe it off, right? Get all that product off of there. And then this is kind of where you blend, okay? So I'm going to take this and I'm just going to kind of start tapping it on right over my highlight areas. Okay? And then I'm just going to kind of tap it in certain places where I feel like I need a little color, because this is your bronzer. Bring it down your neck. And I'm going to kind of bring it on my chest a little bit. Okay? And then what you're going to do is you're just going to start kind of blending, okay? Blend that nose out. Does anybody feel like we need some music? I feel like I need some music. It's Monday, right? Let's turn out the music a little. Whoops. There we go. Okay. So I just need to blend. Like I said, we're just kind of blending in those hard lines. Are y'all amazed at how much I've used this brush for yet? I mean, I'm amazed that I've been able to do it. Because like I said, I usually use like, I don't know, 10 or 12 different brushes. So at this point, we've only used 3. And we've used this one that I'm using right now for basically everything. Alright, so if you feel like that you blended out too much of your contour, you can go back in with the end of this, the small end here, and just kind of give yourself a little bit more line. And then what you can do, like I said, I like a more definitive contour. So you can just go back in again with that same brush and just lightly tap and then add your contour back if you feel like you blended it out too much. So far, this brush has done a lot of stuff, right? I'm going to brush that product off of there. Alright, so today we're doing Monday makeup, and we're just using 4 of our brushes so that you can see how you don't need, like, I don't know, all 30 of them. So what we have used for our liquid foundation is this brush. We also used it for our powder foundation, our setting powder. We used this for our powder concealer, this for our liquid concealer, and then we've used this for a little bit of contouring, but we're now going to use this for our eyebrows. And then this is our brow brush, okay? So, like I said, this is going to be hard for me because I'm used to using like a whole bunch more brushes. But we're doing it. We're doing it. It doesn't matter because I'm going to do it for you guys. So if you're just jumping on, say hi, hello, how are you? Hey, Caroline, thanks for watching. Give me some hearts, show me some love, let me know you like what I'm doing. And, you know, let's have some Monday makeup fun, right? Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is my eyes. So I'm going to start with my eyebrow pencil. And I'm just going to, because your eyebrow pencil has both the little brush end on it, I'm just going to brush the product out of my eyebrows. I come back and do them in a minute, but I like to get that product out of there because I don't want it falling out on my eyeshadow. Alright, so this is the only brush we're going to use for eyeshadow. Alright, so I'm going to brush both ends off just to make sure it's nice and gun. And I'm going to start with this kind of, I don't know, it's called a peachy matte nude. It's called Timid. And I'm going to take the angled brush and I'm just going to kind of swipe it. So look, I'm just going to swipe it up my lid and just above my crease. Because this is going to be my blending color, okay? We're going to do the same on the other side. And our eyeshadows are super, super, super duper pigmented. So you don't need a whole lot. So these will like last you forever, okay? So how is everybody doing this Monday morning? If you're just jumping on, say hi, hello, how are ya? Getting ready to go rock some real estate today. So I'm going to do, go on site to my little neighborhood and actually do videos for that neighborhood too because I do like some walkthrough live video tours. We call it Hot Homes Happy Hour House Tour. So can you say that 3 times fast? I can barely say it once. But it has been awesome because people love it. So I walk through some of our homes, some of them complete, some of them being built, just so you can see what we do, see what products we have. Alright, so the next color I'm going to take is this Gullible color, and I'm going to put it in my crease and just above my crease. And I'm going to take that same angled brush, and I'm just going to start it right there in my crease. And I'm going to just go above my crease a little bit. And again, this is going to be blended out, which I'm not going to use my blending brush. I don't know how I'm going to do this, but we're going to blend it out. And you're just going to take that to your outer V right there. Okay. We got a little La Vida Loca going on this morning. You gotta love that on a Monday. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So you're gonna take it in your crease and just above your crease, and then in your outer V right there. And see how like I barely tapped this brush into that eyeshadow, and it is like super pigmented, right? All right, so then I'm gonna take and brush that color off. And I'm not going to put any more color on, and I'm just going to kind of wipe back and forth to blend that in. Okay, since we're not using our blending brush, we're using just these 4 brushes today. I should have rethought this. I should have been 5. I need my blending brush, but no, this is going to work just fine. So all you're doing is just softening that color and kind of blending it into that nude color, but not all the way. Like I want that nude color to kind of stay on my eyelids, right? Okay. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. We're not going to put any more product on. And so I'm just kind of wiping back and forth and blending that in. Okay, and then I'm going to take this same brush, we're going to wipe it off, and I'm going to go into this Optimistic color right here, which is this real pretty metallic champagne color, and I'm going to go right under my eyebrows, because it's my highlight, okay? And I'm also going to take that same color, and I'm going to put it in the corner here, and I'm going to bring it down. So just in the corner as a pretty highlight. So can you see how that highlighted and just brightened up that area where this eye doesn't have it? See how much difference there is? So let's do the other eye. And it just brightens that little corner up, gives you a little brighter eye look. And then I like to bring that champagne color about a third of the way down my bottom eye line. Hair sticking out right there, isn't it? Y'all like that? Alright, so again, I'm going to blend that line that I just created with that highlight. Just a little bit, okay? Okay. Alright, so then we're going to go in with this real pretty berry color called Fervent. Same brush right here, and I'm going to take that right in my crease, not all the way across, but just kind of right in there. And I know you think this looks crazy, but I promise it will look beautiful once it's all blended. And I'm going to take that kind of right inside that outer V. And I really like adding like that berry kind of purple color to my eyes, just to give it a little extra color. We're going to do the same on this side. So on this color, I don't go all the way in. I just kind of go halfway. And then on out here, I'm actually going to take this Fervent color and just bring it on out to that outer V. So see how I did that on that side, and then we're going to do it the same on this side, just to more define that V area. Okay, and then I'm going to take my Brow Artist brush, which is one of the 4 brushes we're using today, and I'm going to take that angled in. Since I'm not using my liner brush, since we're just using these, I'm going to take that and I'm going to put it into that Fervent and bring that color right down under my eyes. Okay. So again, we're just using the 4 brushes today, so you can see how you don't have to have all of our brushes, because I know it gets expensive to buy brushes. So these would be the 4 that I would start with, okay? And let me show you those 4. Okay. So do your Brow Artist brush, because again, you can see how you're using it as a liner too. I would do the Powder Concealer brush, because you can use it for your foundation, you can use it for your contouring, you can use it for, basically I used it for everything. Your concealer brush, your liquid concealer brush, and then this brush that has the sponge in and the angled in, okay? So that would be the 4 brushes I would use, okay? Alright, so I'm going to wipe that end off, okay? And I'm going to really kind of just gently blend that in just to make sure it's nice and blended. I don't want to blend it too much because I don't want to lose the colors. But I'm just kind of gently blending that so that there's no like harsh edges or anything. Okay. And if you can see right here, I'm kind of a stickler about that. Like on this side, I feel like it's pretty even. Okay. But I feel like right there, I kind of came down too low. So all I'm going to do is take my concealer brush and just straighten that up. And you can, like I might do a little bit right here. Okay. So see how that worked? Perfect, right? Alright, so now with this brush, again, I'm going to take the sponge in. And I am going to go into, what color do I want to do? I'm going to go into this Antsy color, which is kind of a golden, like a light golden color, and just put that on there. And I'm going to just kind of add that on the top of that Timid. See how pretty that is? That just gave me a little sparkle. I don't want to do it too much, but I mean, it's already pretty golden, right? And just kind of lay that on top. And it just really cleans up like where I went with that Fervent. And it gives me a pretty little metallic on there. Okay, so there we go. I feel like this side is just a little bit darker than this side, so I'm going to take that Fervent, and again, just a teeny tiny bit, and really just kind of darken this one up just a little bit. Okay? And then I'm going to brush that off again, and I feel like I just need to blend right there a little bit more. There we go. We did eyes with one brush, y'all. I'm super impressed with myself. I don't know if you are, but I am. So, let's see. Okay, so now we are going to do eyebrows. So I'm going to go back with my eyebrow pencil. And again, I'm just going to brush those eyebrows up. Ooh, almost dropped it. I'm going to brush those up and get that product out of there. And then I'm just going to fill in. So this is kind of my start of my eyebrows, right? So I just fill in where I don't either have hair or it's very sparse. And then this is to shape my eyebrows, to give me the shape that I want for the powder, okay? So right here, I'm going to take these little eyebrows up. And the reason I like this eyebrow pencil so much is because it's so thin, it just mimics like your hairs. So it doesn't look like a harsh pencil. And I like these first little few hairs right here to kind of stick straight up. I don't know why. That's just what I like. You can do your eyebrows however you want. I saw fishtail eyebrows the other day, which were, I mean, they were different. Whatever you like, it's all up to you. Look, I'm going to take that little brush there and put those little hairs on my head where they need to go. Okay. And so this is just to kind of give me the basic shape that I want for my, when I go in with the powder, okay? And you can see, I mean, you could leave it like this if you wanted to. You do not have to, you know, put on the powder, but I like a little bit darker eyebrow. So we're going to come over here and do the same thing. I like more drama than normal people, I guess. Just in my makeup, though, not in my life. Drama in my makeup, not drama in my life. Alright. So this one I'm going to do the same way. These first few hairs, I'm going to kind of make sure they stick straight up. And then right here, I kind of have sparser hairs. And then I'm going to make sure I get that arch in there like I want it. Okay. Alright, so now we're going to go in with our Brow Artist brush, which is one of the 4 that I suggested. And we are going to use these 2 colors. It's called Gullible and Marvelous. I'm going to take the angled end of my Brow Artist brush, which is what I did down here. I better wipe that off, right? And I'm going to spray it with my setting spray to wet it. Because when you wet our eyeshadows, they become really creamy, and that's what I like. So I just went dip, 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 and then I'm going to start filling in. So can you see how that kind of darkened that area up? And then I like to take and just push these up. We're going to dip, dip, dip. And do that outer edge. That one's kind of crazy, but I'm going to fix that. Alright, the reason I love this Brow Artist brush so much is, okay, so I'm going to take my eyebrow pencil and I'm going to brush just to make sure all of that's evenly dispersed. The reason I love this brush so much, which I know that's crazy, we're going to fix it. This flat end, you know how I had that concealer left over on my hand from earlier? I'm going to take just a little bit of that and we're going to clean this area up. So I went a little too far down right there. So we're just going to clean that up. And I went a little too far up right here. So we're just going to clean that up. Look at that. See how that worked? Isn't that crazy? That's why I love this brush so much. It is like the best brow brush. Alright, so see where that bothers me? I feel like I have a blank spot. So I'm going to spray a little more setting spray on there. And I'm just going to take the lighter color and fill that in. And we're going to just make sure all of this. So there you go. And so I love this flat side for that, just clean up. Because sometimes I don't need it and sometimes I need it a lot. Alright, so again, going to go to the other side, spray the brush, and then we're going to just dip, 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 and we're going to do this side. Are y'all fascinated yet? And I'm going to just take it and go straight up with these first few. Right there, because that's just the look that I like. And do the top. Okay, and then again I'm going to go in with my Brow Artist brush and just brush those up, make sure it's all filled in right, and see right there where I've messed up. Again, I'm going to take this straight flat end, put that little bit of concealer in there, and clean that right up. And I got a little bit right there, so we're going to clean that up. And I feel like that's a little thick right there, but I think it's because of that. Okay, there we go. Alright, so I'm just going to make sure it's all nice and filled in. I feel like that's pretty good. Okay, so there we go. Alright, so let me back up. So now we're going to do some eyeliner and some mascara. Let's do highlighter first though, because I love a little highlighter. Alright, so I'm going to take my Unwavering, which is this like iridescent pink color. And again, since we're just using these 4 brushes, I've got to use this one to highlight. So I'm going to take all the product off of that side and this side, because I'm going to use this side to highlight a little bit. So I'm going to just take my brush and dip it in that Unwavering and just kind of pat it right there on my cheekbones. And then just a little bit on my chin right there. And then I'm going to take this smaller side and just on the tip, so I can put it right here. Okay, and then I'm just going to take it and put it right here. So you're just highlighting where the sun would naturally hit you. So it looks like the sun is shining on you 24/7 if you highlight right. And then I just kind of want to tap that in just to make sure there's no harsh line. Okay, now we're going to do eyeliner. So everybody's fave. Alright, so I use 2 different colors. I use Proper, which is our dark brown, and then Perfect, which is our black. So I'm going to start with the Proper, and I'm going to highlight my, hey Jennifer, thanks for watching. I'm just going to outline my upper lash line. So I go from corner, and I always do a wing if I do an eyeliner, which I do like 98% of the time. And I love our eye pencils because they, I mean, it's almost like using a liquid in a pencil form. They just glide on super, 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 super smooth. And they stay in place. They are water resistant. So, I mean, you can, like, I'll show you right here. Let me show you. I'm going to put a little bit of my, look how dark that got, which is barely. And then I'm going to just spray some liquid on there. See how it doesn't move? It doesn't even smudge. It doesn't smear. It didn't even fade. Isn't that crazy, y'all? So I love these pencils because of that. And I just love how easy they go on. It's crazy. Alright, so we got that one done. So let's do this one real quick. Okay, and like I said, I like to wing it out. Just a little wing right there. And this coming up is everybody's favorite part because they think it looks crazy and like it hurts, but it really doesn't. But even if you don't use an eyeliner like above your lash line, this next part is definitely something you want to do. Because if you use mascara, which I hope you do. Alright, so now I'm going to take our black eyeliner called Perfect, and I'm going to go right under my lash line. And the reason I do this, again, because this pencil is water resistant, it doesn't smudge, it doesn't smear, is because when you put your mascara on, this makes your lashes look even longer because you've got that black underneath there, right at the bottom where your lash line is, and it just gives it that extra depth. I don't do it on the bottom, I just do it on the top. Let me sharpen this bad boy just a little bit. Everybody doing great this Monday morning? I mean, I'm pretty good this Monday morning. Didn't feel like a Monday to me because I work every day. So, like, the whole TGIF thing is lost on me because, well, like, Friday means nothing to me because I'm working on Saturday, I'm working on Sunday. You know, but that's okay. I enjoy my work. I enjoy real estate and makeup. So, again, we're just going under that lash line with the black. And this is just going to make your lashes, I mean, our mascara makes your lashes look super long. But this just gives it that little extra boost. Okay. Make sure I got it on that corner. I like to get the corners really good. Okay. So, I feel like that this eyeliner didn't go out as far. And even though that's brown, I'm just going to put a little black in there. There we go. Alright, so let's do some mascara, girlies. Girlies and boys, if you want to be on here. I have men that order from me too, not for themselves, which you could. But I have lots of men that order for their wives, like as anniversary gifts, as, you know, just surprise gifts. Because some of our makeup will just work for everybody, right? And usually it's the mascara that they order or one of our sets. So, you know. Heck, I'll let you order from me. I love it. Alright, so we are going to use our Epic mascara as our first coat. And then we're going to go in with our 3D Fiber Lash over the top to make it look like I have false lashes on. And it is going to be epic. Alright, so you want to twirl. You don't want to pump your tube. Oh, by the way, look at these fabulous. Look. Purple chrome nails. Y'all see that? Is that not cool? Can y'all see? Maybe back here even better. My girls at Nails Paradise in Pike Road, they are the bomb.com. They do awesome work. They do my nails exclusively. Which, I mean, like, I don't have crazy long nails, but, I mean, anytime I go in with a picture and say, like, can you do this color? We do it. They figure it out. So, like, I went in a picture and I said, I want this, like, kind of lilac purple chrome color. And they have that chrome powder and stuff, so we did it. Alright, so again, you don't want to pump, because if you pump, you're pumping air into your tube, right? And that's what dries your mascara out. So don't do that, just twirl. So I'm going to start here, and you just I start at the base and kind of wiggle up, because I want to make sure I get each and every lash, and I don't want to get my hair, which I always do. And then I'm going to go on the back of my eyelash, because you know you have all that powder and you have eyeshadow and all that on your eyelashes, especially on the back. So I like to make sure that that is good and gone. And then come back to the front and just wiggle up. And if you were just going to order one mascara, this would be the mascara for you. It lengthens and curls your eyelashes, girls. Oh my God, this stuff is awesome. So I'm going to show you here in a second how awesome it is. But I am kind of OCD about my eyelashes. So like I like them like spaced exactly the same length apart. And I like them to be like, see, I told you I get it in my hair. I like them to be the same length, or like, you know, the stair step. So it takes me a little longer. But this is an easy, like, one-step mascara that, you know, you just throw on and go. And it is seriously the best mascara I have ever used. And I wouldn't lie to y'all. I am a mascara snob. And I love a good mascara. And it has been a long time since I found one. And when I found this one, like, and I've tried it all. I say that every video, but I have tried it all. I have tried everything from the drugstore brands to the high-end, like, $60 tube brands. And this is by far better than anything that I have tried. Alright, so I like to just make sure those corner eyelashes are, like, separated and, like, fully on point. Because that's part of what helps you get that false lash look. And these two right here don't want to stay apart, but they're going to, whether they like it or not. Alright, girls. So let me show you. So that is one coat of our Epic. You could go with this, right? Okay, so here are my, I don't know if you can even see my eyelashes without mascara, right? But here it is with mascara. And look at those. Look at they're curled and everything. Is that not crazy? Like, I love this mascara. It is beautiful. Beautiful stuff. Alright, so let's go do the other eye. And again, you want to twirl, not pump. And same little process here. And this stuff doesn't smear, it doesn't smudge, it doesn't flake off. And if you have oily skin and you are usually getting that mascara kind of on your brow bone because your skin is so oily and, you know, the mascara comes off, this will not do that. All right, let's get the back of those bad boys. So what do y'all think? Do you like this mascara? Throw out some love if you do. Heart away. This stuff is awesome though, y'all, for real. I mean, like, serious love for this mascara. Okay? I'm going to do a little bit more in the corners of this one. Just get that nice and lengthened. Okay? Now you could just put some on the bottom lashes and go, right? But because I'm doing that live video later on today for my real estate, I want to do some extra because I'm extra. So I'm going to go in. This is our 3D Fiber Lash. It has two tubes. So it has the mascara tube and it has a tube of fibers. So basically what the fibers do is add little extensions to your eyelashes. Makes them even longer. Okay? Do y'all like it when I get close? Can you see up my nose? Alright, so first thing you want to do is you want to go in with the mascara part. And this is what gives those fibers something to hold onto for the like little extensions. So you just want to coat those lashes really well with this mascara part. And this mascara is a little bit drier than the Epic. So when you put it on over the Epic, you may not feel like it's getting any on there, but it really is. So just keep putting it on. And like I said, I really like to get these corner lashes because I really want those to be long. Alright, so when you think you've got it, you know, got the mascara on there good, go ahead and go right in with your fibers, but you're just going to do the tips, okay? You don't want to take the fibers too far down your eyelash because you just are putting extensions on your eyelashes. So you just want to do it on the tips. And sometimes, you roll it on the back of your hand just to, like if there's any that are just kind of like loose or whatever, it kind of puts them in there a little better. And like I said, I like to get these corner eyelashes really good. So this is just little fibers. There's no mascara or anything like that in this tube. It's just the little fibers. So you're just getting them on there to make those little extensions. Alright, so look now at the length. Now you're going to go in and seal those in with the Epic. With the 3D mascara tube, okay? So you want to seal them in so that they don't fall off. And I always give that little extra attention to those corner lashes. Alright, do you see the difference? Is that not a crazy difference? So this is just the Epic. This is the Epic with the 3D Fiber Lash over it. And just looking at me like that, you can see the difference. Can you not? Is that not crazy? Alright, so let me look down. Can you see that? Is that not cool? Makes it look like false lashes, doesn't it? Thanks for the love. Okay, so now we're going to go back on this other side and go over the Epic with the 3D Fiber Lash. So again, we're going to start with the mascara part. And you're just going to go and put that mascara right on top of that Epic mascara. And like I said, I like to get these corner lashes really good and saturated, because I like a little extra drama in the corner. Y'all, I gotta remember to start putting that in my hashtags. Drama in my makeup, not in my life. That's gonna be my new saying. Okay. A little bit more right in here. And then I'm just gonna go in with those fibers right on the tips again. Okay. And you're just putting those little extensions on your eyelashes. And so, like I said, don't go too far down with your fibers. You just want to put them on the tips. Okay? And then we're going to seal those bad boys in with the mascara part. And I'm telling y'all, this is like the best stuff ever. So if you want that dramatic eyelash look without having to put falsies on, which I cannot do, I'm not coordinated enough for, this is the way to do it. Plus, I don't want all that glue on my eyelashes, and you know, when you tear off the fake eyelashes, then it I mean, whether you like it or not, it's going to take a few off. Those magnetic things, can't use. Alright. What do y'all think? Isn't that cool? I love it. Alright, so I'm going to take the Epic again and just do my bottom lashes real quick. Okay. I can't see. Okay. Alright, so there you go. Do those not look like false lashes? I'm telling y'all, this stuff is amazing. Alright, so let me look down for you again. Let me get a little closer. I don't know if you can see. What do you think? Oh, thank you, Beth. You're so pretty. You're such a sweetheart. Alright, so there is the falsies look without doing false lashes, because all I did was use our mascaras. So I used the Epic as my first coat, and then I used the 3D Fiber Lash over the top, and it gave me this amazing look. I love it. So if you want this mascara, I have my website pinned below. It's hotlashes-and-makeup.com. This comes in a set. So if you want to do exactly this look, it's called the Totally Pumped Duo. If you don't want to do the whole look and you like just the way the Epic look by itself, just do the Epic. Because the Epic is what every girl needs in their life. I love it. I love it. Alright, so now I'm going to go in and do some quick lippies. What do I want to do today? Let's do... because I'm going to be doing a video later on for my real estate. Thank you, Gina. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And if you ever need any other tips, or you have questions, or if you wanted to order anything but you had questions about what to order, just let me know. You can direct message me. And I can color match you if you wanted the foundation, because I'm telling y'all, this foundation is like Photoshop in a bottle. Alright, so today I'm going to do a little bit more dramatic look on my lips. Not crazy dramatic, not like my eyes, but because I'm doing that real estate video later. I'm going to use Pouty, which is just a little bit darker of a nude color. It's kind of a mauvey nude. And I got to quit talking while I do it, right? Because then it doesn't go on right. Oh, let me give you a tip about lining your lips. Alright, so when you line your lips, if you kind of do that with them and then line them, which I can't talk and do it, but let me show you. See, it just went on smoother. And do the same with your bottom. See how quick that went? So you're just kind of pulling that lip in. Alright, so we are going to do... Let's try something different. Okay, so I usually take my Splash liquid lipsticks and mix them. So we're going to do that today. I'm going to take our Sumptuous, which is a cotton candy pink. You want to take and wipe off like almost all of it, because this stuff is super, super pigmented, just like all of our products. So you need very, very little of it. And I know that's bright, but I'm going to tone it down. Okay. So you could leave it like that, put some lip gloss on and go. But I'm going to take, that was Sumptuous. Now I'm going to take Special, which is kind of a peachy metallic color. And again, I'm going to wipe most of that off and go right on the top of that. Sorry about that. That was a phone call coming in. And then go right on top of that. And I feel like that is just a pretty, like, kind of bright, springy color, because I'm ready for spring, which I guess it's spring here in Alabama. I don't know. You know, it's March, so it was, 80 like yesterday. All right, and so I'm going to take our lucrative lucrative lip gloss. This one is in Lucid, and just give it a little extra shine. And there you go. Done. What do you think? It's a good, like, daytime look. I mean, well, for me, I'm, like, crazy about, like, eyes and such. So anyway, so there is my look, and that was just using the 4 brushes, so which was really, really, really hard for me. But I know that not everybody can afford all the brushes, especially when you're buying good brushes. So this is like my favorite all-time brush, right? So I used my liquid foundation. I put my liquid foundation on with it. I put my powder on, my setting powder on. I put my concealer powder on. I put my bronzer on. I put my contour on, all with this one brush. So this is obviously my all-time favorite brush. And then I did all my eyeshadow with this brush, which is our double-ended sponge and angle brush. And then you've got to have our brow artist brush, which I did my brows with, and then our liquid concealer brush. Okay? So those are the 4 recommended if you can't get the whole set thing, which I understand when you can't. All right, girls. So as I always say, please tell yourself that you're beautiful, that you're worthy, and that you are intelligent, and that you're loved. Give yourself a compliment every day. That is like a big deal for me. And then I want you to go out and give another woman that you see or that you know a compliment, because you never know when that one word of encouragement might help that lady conquer some battle she's got in her life, when it might help that lady just overcome something, or when she just needed a word of encouragement, because that's what we're here for. We're here to empower and uplift each other and be there for each other. That's what our company is all about, is empowering women, uplifting other women, and being there for each other. So that's part of our mission statement, and that's why another reason I love this company so much. The makeup is fabulous, and then the mission that they're on is fabulous too. So it may be makeup to some people, but to me, it's helping each other feel beautiful, and it's helping each other know their worth. So I hope you all have a wonderful and beautiful day, and just know that I am so thankful for each and every one of you for supporting me, watching my videos. It may seem like a small thing, but it is the world to me. And so I'm here for you guys. If you ever need anything, please direct message me and just let me know. If you just need a word of encouragement about something that's going on in your life, I'm here. I'm here for you guys. So I love you all. I think you all are beautiful and wonderful women. I admire each and every one of you. And just have a great Monday. And I will see you guys soon. Love y'all. Mwah. Have a great day. Bye.